Alright, well what we're working on is a 2003 Acura CL S windshield washer nozzle in one-way valve. And this is what this little guy looks like. If I could get the light to work right. Ugh. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's got this really hard tube on there. I don't know if you can get a good look at it, but what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take this nozzle off. It's got a tiny little screw that goes in right here, and I'll show that in a minute. But you take this off, and the old nozzle, the old one-way valve, this is the part number for the one-way valve, okay? That's what it looks like right there. That's that little guy right there. But anyway, if you look at it closely, you can see that there's a shoulder on this side here. This side that my index finger is on is the side that goes towards the pump. And this side here goes towards the nozzle where the water comes out. And if you put this thing in your mouth and blow on it, you can blow on this right side here and you can blow through it, but you can't blow it through it the other way. So the reason why I have this here and I'm showing it is because I need to connect it to this tube right here. And you have to heat it up a little bit to get it to go in there. So let's have a look. Alright, so I got my heat gun here. I've got this little nozzle here and I'm going to heat it up a little bit. It doesn't need to be much, it just needs to make it so that it's a little pliable so that it will plug in. You get it too hot and it'll just fall apart. So when you plug it into this nozzle, it needs to go in on this side like this. Okay? And I can't do it with one hand, so hang on a sec. Alright, so I got that sucker in there. That's how it's plugs in like that. When it sits on the car, it's all turned around and that nozzle is pointing up like this, and it clicks into the hood. And I'm going to show you that right now, how it clicks in there. Now there's that tiny little screw that goes through that hole there. This tiny little screw goes in there. And you unscrew it about part way out, and then you do it by hand the rest of the way, because if you drop it, it falls through the little holes, you'll never see it again. So you get the screw out, and then you pull this little tab, this little plastic retainer tab out, okay? Alright, I'm going to stick it in there so you can see. The wind's blowing a lot today. We're getting some interesting weather here in Texas today. But anyway, it goes in there like this. Goodness, this one-handed business is crazy. Anyway, I gave up trying to show that. Anyway, so it sticks in there like this, and that's what holds it, okay? You put it in there, and you don't need to screw this in. You just force this little screw in there and push it in, and those barbs on the other side will spread out and hold it in place. Now here's the part about it that's tricky that I'm going to show you. Okay, so I messed around with this quite a bit, trying to get this thing to come out. There we are. Alright, so look at all them scratches. Okay, this little plastic shield here guides that hose to come up to meet with this other hose that feeds the water supply for the windshield wiper washer nozzle, okay? And it's backlit quite a bit, so I'm having a tough time getting it to show. But it curves around like this. See if I can get it to show. There we are. There's the two holes. The square hole is just a little alignment hole, and the round hole is the one that the little clip goes in. And what you want to do is you want to feed this thing in through the back. Let me get my hand up there. You feed it in through here. You pull this down. You feed it in from the back. And that way, you don't need to take this stupid little clip off. If you try to take this clip off and break it, then you have to order another one, and we don't want to do that. But it keeps these hoses from hitting and dragging down here. Dragging down here on the hood and all these other parts under here. It starts hitting and gets all messed up. So let me see if I can get this thing started in there for you. You want to take this thing off and take it to your heat gun over there somewhere, not here. Heat it up, put it together, bring it back, slide that sucker in from the back, and you'll see it come out through that little hole. Don't be scared, this thing is on there really strong. It's super strong. You just push it up through here, and that little one-way valve, you just kind of force it through that little hole. Goodness, it's tight. You don't want to cooperate. Hang on. But you got the idea, so hang on. All right, I got that thing in there. Man, I had to fight that thing. So, all right, so here we are. There we go. Backlit, real bright sunlight. All right, so you have to pull out on the top and clear it, okay? Because it's got an edge on there. It doesn't want to go through. And you can tape a pull string on here. Just tape this up to make it smooth, but that's too much trouble. I'd rather fight with it, right? But you hold the back down like this with the other finger. And this front side, you pull it down so you can get enough clearance for this lip and just slide it through. Once you get it slid through enough, see if I can get it back in the picture. There we go. And you just stick that in that hole there. You have to turn it around and orientate it so that it faces the right way. This is not a one-handed job, most of it. You just stick that in that hole. One hand is amazingly hard. But anyway, you stick it in that hole, and then you put the little, come on, focus. Put the little tab in there, retainer tab and screw, and just shove it in there. Alright, so there's the retainer tab right there, got it in. There's that little plastic screw, and then all you have to do is just shove that screw in like that. That's it. You're in good shape. So this rubber hose that goes under the hood is flexible enough for you just to plug it in like so. There you are, you're done. Easy peasy. That's the problem with mine. That's what was wrong, is both of these little valves were deteriorated and just fell apart. The windshield wiper washers wouldn't work. So there you go. Alright, now that's who I got it from. Acura of Peoria. And let's see here. There's the part numbers right there, the valve, and then I ordered a bunch of those little clips that hold the hood pad on, because I took that hood pad off. trying to figure out where it was messed up. I took the hood pad, and then when you take those little hood pad clips out, this is them here. Yeah, you take these little hood pad clips, they break. Every one of them, they break. So that's the wind blowing. Thank you. That's the part number for the hood clips, and this is what they look like after they get all messed up. This one here actually looks like it might work, but they just come out, and that one of the little sides will break off. Of course, I can't demonstrate it one hand. There we go. One of the little sides will break off, and then it's no good. So I ordered a bunch of more new clips. There you go. All right, y'all have a good day. All right, just an update on things here on this 2003 Acura CL. I added a external filter for the transmission, and that's it right there. It's a K&N spin-on filter with a derail adapter or something in that range there. JIC number 6 fittings with some Aeroquip hose, pretty nice hose there. C332. It's high temperature hose. But that's the housing there, and then right outside that housing I screwed a fitting onto where that existing oil filter was and removed the stock oil filter and completely eliminated it. Anyway, and I put a cooler up here in front, alright, and I ran those lines through here. Now they go all kinds of crazy places. I took the whole car apart to put it in. So anyway, I have more videos on that install, and I'll show it some other time. Alright, bye.